Hello everyone, this is one of the first few times I'm playing Weyland. I don't really play Weyland a lot as I don't really like the combo heavy concept of Weyland, but in order to become a better player, I think it's better that I have some practice with every single corp and every single runner. So here goes. I'm playing against Whizzard today, and the moment I saw his identity, I started jumping for joy because I knew that my deck had zero assets. That's right, not even a single Jackson Howard. So Wizard's ability is nullified right off the bat, and he has no link. So it was a very easy decision to keep my opening hand and to start by icing both R&D and HQ with Caduceus, whatever. Yes, so not only did I keep him out of my servers, I earned the money back from raising them through the trace, which he didn't bother to break. Yay for no link. So this was a fantastic start for me. Despite having no transaction cards in my opening hand at all, I'm still up to 5 credits. And I believe I can score an agenda very soon, because York would take a long time to come. Now, I saw that he had a low data sucker out, so I'm planning to trap him into running archives. He currently cannot run any of my other two centrals because he doesn't have the mimic yet. So a rotor turret on archives to snipe off the data sucker, that would hurt. I also draw a Project Atlas, which I'll score once I get double layered remote up. Whizzard power draws 4 times the next of the entire turn, which I heavily suspect that he is digging for his mimic. Yes, that's the problem with Anax. I've played Anax before and I know that digging for your icebreakers, your very efficient icebreakers, is not the easiest task in the world. Yes, it's very annoying that Anax don't have any tutors for their icebreakers, so I can see why he's doing it. And looks like he found it, so now my central servers are very vulnerable. However, the good news is my double layered remote is perfectly safe. I'm very confident that he won't be able to break through it. There's Ice Wall and Enigma, which I intentionally constructed such that he needs the other two icebreakers to have any chance of getting in. So I start by planting a Project Atlas, intending to score it for with 1 advancement token on it. Yes, the fantastic thing about my deck is that all the end run eyes are very cheap. For my remote server, Ice Wall costs 1 and Enigma costs 3. So if I need to rest the Ice Wall, I can still have enough credits to advance and score my Project Atlas. He didn't even bother face checking, so I get the Atlas in. However, even after drawing, I still haven't seen any transaction cards, which is getting to my nerves. Now with only 2 credits, I cannot continue scoring in my remote. But I know I definitely need to keep up the tempo, otherwise I'll be done. I'll be done for once he gets his entire breaker suite up. Alright, so he makes a run on archives. There's no point raising the rotor turret, even if I could, because he has the mimic out. I draw my 3rd Project Atlas, which is pretty good. I spend my first click to draw and I see the Hostile Takeover. I know there's no way he can get into my server, so I install it on my second turn, and for my my second click. For my 3rd click, I gain a credit, which allows me to raise Ice Wall and still have 2 credits left to score Hostile Takeover. I really needed to score that Hostile Takeover to get the 7 credits to jumpstart my economy. He retrieval runs and fetches a Morning Star. Ouch. Alright, there goes my Ice Wall. Better score that Hostile Takeover. So now I have 7 credits ready to go. Next item in line is definitely another Project Atlas. I need to quickly get that on the table. since I had one more click left after scoring Hostile Takeover, I decided to kill off his data sucker preemptively, because I probably won't have the time to do that later when I'm busy scoring my agendas. So he draws up, takes some economy, and I prepare to score my second Project Atlas with another one with 1 token on it. So if I get this scored, I should be able to win, because after this is scored, I have 5 points, and I can use the 2 advancement tokens on Atlas to get me to 7 by fetching Hostile Takeovers. Then I check my archives and realize that in the process of power shutting down Whizzard's data sucker, I so happened to trash a copy of Hostile Takeover, and I had no Jackson Howard to fetch the Hostile Takeover back for me. So even though I was at 5 points with 2 Atlas counters, I cannot win yet. The most I can do is to get to 6 points with another Hostile Takeover, but I will need to find another way to win. And now that he has his York out, he test ran it. I am in a bit of a pickle right now. Because now my remote is completely vulnerable, and with the 2 bad publicity I have, breaking through all my servers is free. Now, on the other hand, Whizzard did misplay quite a bit. He did not apply pressure to my HQ or R&D ever since I raised the Caduceus. Okay. Yes, he didn't apply any pressure at all. Even though it only cost him 2 creds to get in, he didn't bother to apply any pressure at all, which allowed me to score so many Project Atlases. If he bothered to search my hand or R&D, I'm pretty sure he will get even more agendas. But he doesn't, so allowing me to get 6 points very quickly. The current score is 6-0. I'm in a very good spot. Not really. Once the York comes out, I'm pretty useless. I attempt to score the winning agenda. I knew he had the York ready to go, so I just put in the false lead so that he wouldn't get too many points out of it. And sure enough, he test runs for it. He then proceeds to, as expected, break through my server for free, and gets on the board with 1 agenda point. So now I'm thinking to myself, there's no way I can score the last agenda. The only piece of ice in my deck that can keep him out is the archer, and I stupidly trash both my archers early on, thinking that I wouldn't need them. Big mistakes. Alright, so he begins pressuring R&D as well. Now I'm in a double-headed pickle, if that's even a thing. Finally, I'm drawing my income cards. So now I have a lot of income, which leads me to my other victory condition. SEA-scorched. It's perfectly possible, and but I have used up one of my Atlas counters, unfortunately. So I need to draw my second combo component, another Scorched Earth or the Sea Source, in order to begin the combo. I currently have the credit advantage, so that's fine. I just need to draw the last component. One more component in the SEA-scorched combo. So I'll begin power drawing very soon and fortifying my economy. I draw more useless ice. The Enigma is completely useless now. I really wish I kept the Data Raven and Archer to slow him down, but nope. I attempted to power shut down his Mimic, but then I quickly realized that he had a prepaid voice pad. Oh my gosh. Do you ever see that card? Well, he played it, and that was the one thing that was stopping me from trashing his Mimic. So kudos to him. It worked. Prepaid voice pad was a meat shield for the Mimic. So I wasted 1 turn, power shutting down nothing. He has another R&D interface and scores another agenda. He has scored 2 geothermal fracking so far, so that's 5 points he has to my 6. He's on match point as well. I'm getting really worried. He might pull out the Atlas. Nope, he doesn't. Alright. And with his last click, he hit KT. So now he has 18 credits to my 20. After some quick calculations, I realized that I wasn't going to SEA-scorched him this turn. I couldn't. Not with him being within 2 credits of me. So I had to wait till next turn. In the meantime, I continued extending my money lead and threw another piece of ice over R&D to bait out his York. So now he has less credits than me. I would be able to SEA-scorched him next turn, but then he scores a cleaners to close the game 1 turn before I could kill him. So yes, a lot of major mistakes that I made over there. I should have kept my big eyes, my archer, my data raven. I should have saved the second Atlas token. I shouldn't have scored the hostile takeover so quickly, so rashly. I mean, even though the credits were nice, I should have kept it in case I needed to pull off a SEA-scorched combo, because I only had one component in my hand. And finally, I should have rushed out some agendas faster. I had a hostile takeover in hand, and I scored it instead of throwing in a false lead, which needed more than 1 turn to score, which I couldn't score out of hand. So yes, a lot of mistakes that I made, but I think it's to be expected because this is one of my first few tries with Weyland. Hopefully I'll improve as I continue playing, and hopefully you have learned something from my terrible mistakes. Please don't repeat them. Yep, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.